Bang, bang, I took the Billy cool back and I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And man, sit there in the road, right, wow. I'm still up, the ties, huh? I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick her though when I was 5. Keep the old ones on the shelf. In the fan. I'm sick and tired of me. Act like they find it, telling me lies. Acting like they the one created this and they get all this driven my guys. Yeah, Cartier eyes, Cartier coat, Cartier ass to watch. Cartier look, Cartier, Cartier spec buffalo on the side. Pussy cut diamonds, they Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier. See, I ring look cool with 200 the dash. Cartier jeans, ain't no way I can say it. Ain't no way I'm ever gonna go out. Man, I can't go out, no way I'm gonna go out. I just grip on her and I show out. I sit like a champ and I wait on her whole lot. I just whip up a new Chanel paddock. I whip with the wrist and I don't break the door out. Turn the whole top floor to off. 100 racks and 1, 2 about to flood out.
Man, I got this swag. My hat matching my bag. You know I'm poppin' tag. But man, I got this swag. Man, I got this swag. My hat matching my bag. You know I'm poppin' tag. But man, I got this swag when I serve. Now I be surfing swag. I'm on hypnotic, exotic, polo on my body. Got a bad girl beside me, and a friend right behind me, and I'm swag. I'm swag, I'm swag, I'm swag, I'm swag, I'm clean like this detergent. No, by the zone, yeah, strong, and you know I'm on 'cause I'm swag. I'm swag, I'm clean like this. Okay, I fall off in the club with a pocket full of bags. Big stupid friends like I'm wrapped up in saran. Swag super cool, blowing strong like a fan. And my chain shining hard, it just gave my neck a tan. Pockets on pop, 'cause they swole off that spinach. Peachtree swag, you can call me Mr. Lennox. Bottles in my hand, putting on just like cable. Surfing on the sand like a surf. That's like the circle swag. I swag when I surf. I swag when I surf. I swag when I surf. Now watch me swag. Okay. I swag when I surf. I swag when I surf. I swag when I surf. Now watch me swag. Okay. Swagging in the club, you gon' see me throwing money on. Catch me with a bad chicken, all friends is flying some drinks. We gon' blow them up exotic what we rolling. They got it, I'm gon' drink it up. I'm always wearing polo, I'm rap pouring mascot. Cake on debit, I don't hesitate to cash out. Thank John Stevenson, the black and blue jag out. Pockets on hell time, I'm always bringing bands out. Hypnotic, exotic, polo on my body. Got a bad girl beside me, and a friend right behind me, and I'm swag. I'm swag, I'm clean like this detergent. No, by the zone, yeah, strong, and you know I'm on 'cause I'm swag. I'm swag, I'm clean like this detergent. When I hit the club, it's like I gotta catch a wave. Boogie board, shawty got me surfing off the stage. Got me something like a Eddie Bauer. I'm surfing like I'm auto 'cause I got that rocket power. Take it, take a camera. Flash screen, shawty, man, I'm surfing like the channel. Paper towel money, man, I'm all about my clout. And I'm screaming cowabunga while y'all boys wiping out. Got that polo on my body with a Zach Morris swag. Yeah, purple label, man, gon' check the tag. When he got the shoes, so you know I bought the bag. Clean just like this detergent with a tie color swag. Swinging hard like a boss of throwing punches. Papa though, shawty, y'all on them sad lunches. I'm in the party surfing like I'm standing on the wave.
right, I'm the enemy. I'm gonna hit, I'm gonna take you down, bring you to your knees. So who are you? Yeah, who are you? Yeah, who are you? Yeah, who are you? What if I say I'm not like the others? What if I say I'm not just another one in your place? You're the pretender. What if I say I will never surrender? What if I say I'm not like the others? What if I say I'm not just another one in your place? You're the pretender. What if I say that I'll never surrender? What if I say I'm not like the others? What if I say I'm not just another one in your place? You're the pretender. What if I say I will never surrender? What if I say I'm not like the others? What if I say I'm not just another one in your place? You're the pretender. What if I say I will never surrender? So who are you? Yeah, who are you? Yeah, who are you? Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it for shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the brick. Talk about, now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I cop the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, name. I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do? When you show up on the scene with a 2 Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. And quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 You just heard the sound of the king of the South. T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah, I'm up now. Here's an update. I'm a real snob. I need a parfait. I need to meditate with the bunny on my steak. I'm finna give her a good shot with my case. She want the Mew Mew. She want the EJ. How much it costed? Like an Andre. I spent a band on a that band-aid. Thinking I miss, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I need an extra one. You wouldn't know a rap if you're next to one. It's young, I mean it, baby. I ain't like the rest of them. She a fanatic for that dun. Yeah, new house in the hills. Fine, waiting for me down in Brazil. 5, had to go on for the kill. It's 5 plus 8. You know the deal. It's a skinny leg legend. Oregonian, it's hard to meet a Fevin. I might grow me a gut like my dad. My folks want grandkids really bad. So baby, do you wanna? Our kids could be East African, or they could be an accident. How you rap like that's what they asking him. I was poor and I'm black, so I'm taxing them. Just a couple reparations that I factor in. We saw the Toyota Ethiopians, yeah, but I'm on right now. I wanna stop and get down. A lot of rain in my life I found, so please shut the pipe down. I need that.
As an immigrant,
Miami has a Dolphins, the greatest football team.
the language barrier, the culture barrier, everything, but you have to face it. I've been working my butt off.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And they'll start by trying to reverse. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he'll get this one out to about the 39 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. This defense for the Dolphins, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
4 yards the pickup, first down. The Vikings at 14-2 heading into this final week. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Miami defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Quickly to Addison here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Vikings
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now second and 9. Looking to throw McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. McCarthy going to throw again. Going back to the same well as Hawkinson again. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this down inside the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on a touch pass. There on the tackle, Minka Fitzpatrick. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Straight ahead, ETN. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's McCarthy. There's Allison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Wilson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. And look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Here's Wilson. They're going deep for Hill. They got his man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. They're going deep for Hill. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Wilson's pass intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync. Are they of good mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first.
A 7-yard
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
ETN up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Now McCarthy. Caught on the right side by Jones. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Throwing is McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Complete. Jefferson the target.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. And he's going to get this down near the 25. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Back to the ground with ETN. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Another tote for ETN. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. McCarthy will set to throw it. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Let's go.
To the air with McCarthy. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about where they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned teams down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle, Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Left side, he's got Robinson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
It looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And how about this, a fake? Well, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop it behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point splits the difference. And that makes our score 17-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. Get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Wilson. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. And they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21.
At the 15-yard line.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be a third and about 13. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Third down and 13. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Pressure comes and down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Vikings send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now Hill to return it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
36-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing is Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now a second and 10. Again, running right, Achane. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First down, Dolphins.
In motion, Hill. Now Wilson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They get back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out of my way, I got too many days. I don't even play. Get out of my way, out of my way.
Wait up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we ain't born. I got all the hallelujah, Talladega, baby Jesus, in the flesh, come and get it, in the
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will lose yardage here at the 31-yard line.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 47 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will level the playing field at 17 all.
Yeah. Really, I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink, you got a chip. I'll be on my little mouse drip.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Complete to Addison on the out route.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll audible to something else. Here's a give to ETN. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On first down, right back to ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole is not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Looking to throw McCarthy. Completes this to Addison out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
10 yards.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
At the 48-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a bit of juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
ETN once more. And will be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 3. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Panther 11, Panther 11.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. These guys running back out of the backfield. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Addison on a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
A 4-yard gain.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going quickly out to the right side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And this time not quite to the 30, only down at the 31-yard line.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Wilson to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. Here's Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Run a flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Throwing now is Wilson. He'll dump this off to Achane. Got a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 10-yard line.
Now 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Jason
Sanders on for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That ties the game 24-24. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Damn, I miss you, Chester.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. But he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, the clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. A handoff for Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
So it's the Dolphins who are going to get the football first here as we are back underway now in overtime. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. A give up the middle to right. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Sometimes if losses get challenged, at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. They're going back to the same well. It's Hutchinson again. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially at a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Throwing is McCarthy. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down. Hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
19, Tiger, 19.
Here's McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. He's out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now McCarthy. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
On for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And the kick is good.